so let's go to what I was saying about the skin is a direct reflection of what's happening inside. So your inflammation levels are going to heavily dictate what your skin is doing. So I've talked about it before in terms of periods, but inflammatory cytokines are like the chemical messengers that increase the inflammation in your body. Now, acne is directly linked to an increase in the expression of these inflammatory cytokines. So what you want to be doing is reducing your inflammation. What do we know that is like under the umbrella of inflammation, right? Stress, hormonal imbalances, eating shit food, so eating sugar, processed carbs, vegetable oil, all those kind of things. Loading your body up with toxins, right? Using toxic skincare products, that's all going to increase your inflammation. So when we're looking at what's happening on the inside of your body, I want you to make sure, guys, that you are eating a clean diet, okay? When we were talking about sebum, the things that increase the production of sebum are hormones, especially androgens. So androgens are hormones like testosterone, and they are like the male-like hormones, right? They increase the production of sebaceous glands to then make more of the sebum. So when we are looking at what's happening on the inside of our body, we want to make sure that we are not upregulating the production of androgens like testosterone. What is the number one thing that upregulates the production of testosterone? Stress. Now, stress is an umbrella of a multitude of different things, right? A shitty immune system is going to increase your stress. Drinking a lot of alcohol is going to increase your stress. So we want to think about lowering testosterone. Now, we need testosterone as women, just only a very small amount. Now, testosterone has a very big influence on our libido, right? So it's very important that when we are looking at our sex hormones, that we still have testosterone. We don't want no testosterone, but we don't want too much testosterone. And when we look at some of the pills that are prescribed for treating acne, a lot of them suppress testosterone production. But then the side effect, and we know it's a Band-Aid anyway, right? It's a fucking Band-Aid, it's not even doing anything. The side effect though is a low libido, right? Whereas you could be taking a natural route, fixing the root, and then still having great sex, which I want all of you guys to have. So because foods heavily influence your gut and your immune system and your stress response, and therefore your adrenals and your hormones, it's very important. In fact, it's fucking vital that your diet doesn't quote unquote trigger your acne. So the things that are going to quote unquote trigger your acne are foods like candy, soda, juice, refined carbs, vegetable oil, basically anything inflammatory and anything that is causing your body to go into an inflammatory response as well. Now, I know that we can all go take food intolerance tests, not opposed to them, and get a list of 20 things that we can't eat. But like, I was asked whether I wanted to do that by my functional medicine doctor, and I said no, because I wasn't having like any major issues. And I just knew that if I knew that I was allergic to like mushrooms, I'd be stressed out in a restaurant, and that would just defeat the whole purpose. It would just cause my body to then fuck my gut bacteria, for example, because of the stress, because I'm so sensitive to stress. So for me, I was like, no. And the thing that's really important is that yes, there are some things that you're allergic to, right? I'm allergic to gluten, so I'm not going to eat it. I'm allergic to shellfish, so I'm not going to eat it. But if these things are saying like, oh, you can't have carrots, but you're not actually like allergic to carrots, it's just that there's a sensitivity right now, you need to be looking at your gut. Because if it's causing, an inflammatory response because you have leaky gut, then of course you can't eat the fucking carrots. But if you fix your gut, if you fix the leaky gut and your gut wall, so there is more gut integrity, you should be able to eat the carrot. So whilst all these tests are so helpful, I just don't want everyone like, I worry about people going and taking a million tests, because then it becomes an obsessive thing. And then you feel like you can't eat out, and it creates all this anxiety around your food, which then causes more stress than upregulating your skin issues and your acne. The number one thing, ladies, the number one thing that is going to reduce your skin issues is reducing your body's stress load. And that load includes the inflammatory foods, of course, but it also includes you obsessing about things, you being anxious about things, you worrying about your relationship, you worrying about X, Y, and Z, you being stressed at your job all the time. And it doesn't mean that you can't have stress in your life. It means that you need to stop reacting to the stress. It means that your body needs to stop feeling like work is stressful. because as you guys would be seeing lately, I've been showing like screenshots of my calendar and obviously like blocking out things that you don't need to be seeing. But you can see that I have a lot on during my days. My days are packed, right? Like I have a client today in like 15 minutes. So I'm going to stop recording soon and then I'll come back when I can afterwards. But I've trained my body to not be so stressed by my days. Therefore, I don't find my days stressful, right? So the thing that is going to trigger your acne the most, trigger your breakouts, is stress. And under that umbrella of stress is a number of things, including being obsessive about eating the perfect diet, right? Sometimes eating the donut is better than the fucking stress from not eating the donut.